It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and it's
the shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. Here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Just the first quarter of a tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. You look at this Niner defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The catch and run.
And scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll run straight into a wall of coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better, 1 play here, 1 play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Purdy now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more on tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua coming across the field. He finds Dotson, and he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 7. Off a play action, Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Play action, now it's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Pretty well executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And it'll be Dolphin football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
2nd down and 6 now. Here's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Oliver. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This a 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. That one complete to Hill. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to the ground, Achane.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now 2nd and 3.
44-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the Cotman side, at least on this drive, a momentary setback though for this. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. Purdy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But it looked like it marched to the end zone. Is it a momentary roll? No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Purdy from the gun. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Up the middle, Achane.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
3rd and 19.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
At the 20-yard line, a 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Braden Mann now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, to stop playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do. You get
hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 18-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it with Achane. Across midfield. He's on his way.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. Touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
San Francisco.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, 49ers.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Colin Johnson. 5 yards on the play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
15-yard line.
Second down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Purdy bootlegging it. These guys running back out of the backfield. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brock Purdy.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. 2 and now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The end result, 21 yards. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
Again, it's Achane.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Purdy to throw it on first down.
Flush to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
from 6 yards away.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He finds his man complete. It's Oliver. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They give to Achane on the option. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On third down, Achane.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 16. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
A second down throw for Purdy.
And this one is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Locke.
This one caught by Kittle.
And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. That's caught by Johnson.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here comes 2nd down.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. He's got his man. This is Tate.
And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Purdy to throw.
And it's caught. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Moody good with the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 7, a little over 30 seconds remaining. And their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Tua.
Eluding the pressure right.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe 3 yards on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. And this one too low.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew